So, when you said that you used to love me, that wasn't true?
No, of course I love...
As the main character in Miraculous Ladybug, Marinette has plenty of screen time. The series follows her personal life at school, her exploits as Ladybug, and the complexities of her relationships. Miraculous is a story made better by its romances, and because Marinette is loyal, kind, and compassionate, she has people lining up to earn her affection. She's had several love interests throughout the series, and while some don't always stick, they're still important to her character. In today's video, we're reviewing everyone who had a crush on Marinette.
This is Zoe. She just arrived here from New York.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. I'm really sorry about today.
Number 1. Nathaniel. Season 1 introduces the students in Miss Boustier's class because they all become essential components in the Miraculous Ladybug story. One of these students is Nathaniel Kurtzberg, a soft-spoken, aspiring comic artist. He becomes a recurring character throughout the series as a minor supporting character, an akumatized villain, and an occasional hero on Ladybug's team. In the episode The Evillustrator, he becomes a potential love interest for Marinette. Despite Marinette maintaining her crush on Adrien, Nathaniel manages to develop a crush on his friend and classmate. The episode begins with a scene drawn by Nathaniel where he, in his superhero persona, saves Marinette from stormy weather and Lady Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, Mrs. Mendeleev notices his drawing and sends him to the principal's office. Nathaniel trips on his way out and spills his bag. Chloe picks up his comic book and makes fun of him and Marinette for the entire class to hear. Nathaniel takes it back, but not before Chloe rips out a page. In the hallway, Hawkmoth sends an Akuma to Nathaniel, turning him into the villain, the Evillustrator. Throughout the rest of the episode, Nathaniel uses his new powers to confront Chloe and make a romantic date for himself and Marinette. Marinette uses the date, a boat ride for Nathaniel's birthday, as a cover-up to team up with Cat Noir to stop the Evillustrator. Nathaniel is less malicious than most other villains, and when the heroes finally stop him, he harbors no ill will for Marinette, with his artistic muse changing to Ladybug.
Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
You like it?
Number 2. Nino. One of the most successful relationships in Miraculous occurs between Nino and Alia. They withstand their responsibilities as heroes, misunderstandings, and the secrets they must keep. They serve as a narrative foil to Marinette and Adrien, who struggle to get their relationship off the ground. It's hard to imagine Nino and Alia not together, but as it turns out, Nino had a crush on Marinette first. In the episode Animan, Nino confides in Adrien about his budding crush on Marinette. Adrien encourages Nino to ask Marinette out to view the zoo's new panther exhibit, but being too shy, Nino can't get a word out when approached by Marinette later on. Adrien invites Marinette and Alia to the zoo, so they go as a group. While there, Alia tries to coach Marinette through what she believes is a date with Adrien, and Adrien tries to coach Nino through his date with Marinette. Despite the mix-up, the two awkwardly wait for Adrien. Adrien encourages Nino to confess his feelings, but he lies, saying he likes Alia. Then the villain, Animan, attacks the zoo before he can fix his mistake. Marinette and Adrien must leave to confront Animan, but Ladybug locks Nino and Alia inside an empty exhibit to protect them. While the heroes defeat Animan, Nino gets to know Alia and develops a new crush. Alia feels the same, and their alone time together turns into a long-term relationship.
We don't need Adrien to hang out at the zoo.
Of course we do, you Dumbo.
Of course we do, you dumbo.
Number 3. Luca. Marinette spends the entire series pining over Adrien. Unfortunately, Marinette struggles to speak with Adrien without stumbling over her words or tripping over her environment. After many failed attempts to confess her feelings, Marinette begins to feel disheartened, and that's when Luca enters the picture. Luca is the twin brother of Marinette's friend Julika. His calm and collected personality makes him perfect for Marinette, who becomes overwhelmed by her responsibilities. Marinette's relationship is gradual at first. Luca makes his affection for her obvious but never pressures her to return them. It's not until Adrien decides to pursue a relationship in the episode Miracle Queen that Marinette gives Luca a chance. With their relationships taking off, the narrative strays away from Marinette's feelings for Adrien at the beginning of Season 4. Unfortunately, Marinette's role as Ladybug quickly usurps her relationship. In the episode Truth, Luca struggles to maintain his relationship, as a montage shows various dates with Marinette becoming interrupted by akumatized villains. Luca eventually gives Marinette a chance to come clean. He wants to know the truth about her many absences, even if she still loves Adrien. Marinette refuses to tell him the truth, and Luca is akumatized into the episode's titular villain. As Truth, he tries to uncover Marinette's secrets, but all he learns is that she loves Adrien. Once the heroes save Luca, he breaks up with Marinette but continues to be a loyal friend throughout the story.
The rules are clear, Marinette. This gift entitles you to a second round. Under the moonlight, by the sea.
Number 4. Zoe. Unfortunately, not every crush works out. Miraculous Ladybug wants to see Marinette and Adrien succeed, but it can negatively impact other characters. In Season 4, Chloe's half-sister Zoe Lee is introduced in the episode Soul Crusher. New to Paris, Zoe does everything she can to fit in with her family, even if it requires her to behave hatefully. She eventually becomes frustrated with Chloe's mean-spirited behavior and is akumatized, but the experience teaches Zoe to be true to herself. Zoe begins to disregard everything her sister says. She forgoes a relationship with Chloe and grows closer to her stepfather Andre, who accepts her for who she is. By being loyal, strong-willed, and kind, Zoe makes long-lasting friendships with her classmates at school. Most notably, she begins spending time with the band Kitty section and everyone involved with them. Her relationship with Marinette is particularly significant because Marinette is the first friend she makes upon moving to Paris. In the episode Adoration, Zoe and Marinette work together to plan their school's end-of-year dance. Along the way, Zoe reveals she has a crush but refuses to say who it is. Marinette is in an established relationship with Adrien, and because she believes in love, she encourages Zoe to pursue her happiness. Zoe continuously refuses to tell Marinette the truth but is grateful for her help. Eventually, Marinette concludes that Zoe must love Adrien and is upset because he's already spoken for. To her surprise, when Marinette inquires about this, Zoe reveals that her crush is Marinette. True to her character, Marinette is very kind and accepting of this information. Although she doesn't have romantic feelings for Zoe, she expresses how honored and flattered she is.
Maybe I should be asking if you're okay. That was quite a fall. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine, thanks. I'm pretty clumsy, so I'm used to it.
Number 5, Adrien. While Marinette spends the series hopelessly in love with Adrien, Adrien can't return her feelings because he's in love with Ladybug. The first few seasons follow their roundabout romance, where each fails to gain the affection of the other. Adrien eventually gives up his pursuit of Ladybug, respecting her boundaries and understanding that she could never love him as Cat Noir. In doing so, he realizes he can love someone else who has been in front of him the entire time, Marinette. In the episode Multiplication, Marinette and Adrien undergo a peaceful time. Monarch doesn't create villains for several weeks, allowing the heroes to go on uneventful patrols and to focus more on their personal lives. During this time, Adrien attempts to become closer to Marinette, but she actively pushes him away, without knowing that her duties as Ladybug make her fearful of pursuing a relationship. Adrien quickly becomes disheartened by his second failed romance. Fortunately, Adrien and Marinette have compassionate Kwamis who renounce their holders for a short time. Without the responsibilities of Ladybug and Cat Noir holding them back, the two could finally pursue a real relationship. They begin genuinely dating in the episode Transmission, which leads to successful dates, tender moments, and a successful romance story.
I'm gonna ask you some questions. Raise your right hand for yes, and your left hand for no.
Marinette!
Did you ever love me?
With so many characters falling for Marinette, it's easy to see why she's a well-loved main character. She manages to handle every challenging situation that comes her way, even if they're a matter of the heart. In the episodes to come, there are bound to be more people with their eyes on her, as Marinette and Ladybug. No one could blame them, but luckily for Marinette, her endgame love story is just beginning. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
I never should have let Felix influence me. I should have listened to Marinette.
Why don't you tell them all that you don't want to do this?